Hey, good evening, everyone. I'm meteorologist Tom Atkins. We've got a couple of severe thunderstorm warnings in effect for the area, so we just want to keep you updated with this live here on Facebook. Brody just did a cut in on TV, so we'll be getting some information for you, but we're going to get you right on into radar here just to show you. The nastiest part is up in Northeast, okay? And they thankfully have just ended the parade there. So we're going to go over and get your camera here real quick from that area. Hang on, I got to load a show here. I apologize. Okay, I'm going to choose this one. Give me a second, and I'll get that radar back up there for you. But I want to show you and get over to the cameras in Northeast, because there you go. I mean, a picture's worth 1,000 words. That looks pretty much like rain and strong winds. So the details of the storm and the warning are wind gusts to 60 miles per hour, and I believe penny-sized hail possible with the storm. So you got a bird's eye view right there into what is going on and where the brunt of the storm is. Yep, you're about ready to get hit, Ashley, over there in Barron. Let me go back to radar for you. Just wanted to show you that real quickly. And we'll go down the lakeshore as well with our other weather cameras in just a second, but I want to get you back to radar. There is the brunt of the storm, the warnings for Erie County, and you can see it from Fairview to Wattsburg, City of Erie, and Northeast is till 5 p.m. And if you're in Chautauqua County, also till 5 p.m. Obviously, for this nasty storm that's coming in here, capable of some very strong winds. I'll put a time lapse on this, and let me see if looking for my radar counter again. Once again, it's hidden. So there we go. Put a time lapse on this just so you can see exactly where the storms are, and you can watch the radar as well. It goes up to like 600, but now it's back down to 233. So a lot of downpours initially with this in the northeastern portion of Erie County, but the potential for some wind. And you always have lightning with thunderstorms. So I'm just trying to get a fix on if it's a straight down shot, and it is. It's the lightning is decreasing, and the worst of it is over the lake here. And if I put some skits on it, just show you some directionals here, you can see that the other side of the line, and remember, you're already getting it in Northeast. If you go a little bit further west, this one is coming in to basically the city and Kearsarge in the time that is indicated there for all your communities right there. So this is a quick hitter. These things are moving fairly quickly. This one's at 33 miles per hour. So they're going to come in, they're going to pack a punch, and then they're going to move on. Now, keep in mind, we're under a severe thunderstorm watch until 9 p.m., but this one, for now, is a lake shore thing. This is Erie and Chautauqua County. Those of you guys in Crawford and Warren have already seen some storms and are seeing some storms down there as well, as you guys can see if I pull this stuff away, down south of Corey and into the Meadville area and over south of Warren. But those are not warned storms. This is probably the nastiest, at least at this point, because you can see the wavy pattern of the echo, of the radar echoes. So that's indicating that there are some strong wind gusts and maybe some strong hail as this thing progresses to the south and east. So here it comes. It's moving fairly quickly. It's going to pack a punch. You're going to see downpours. You're going to see lightning and hear thunder, and you may get some gusty winds. I'm going to go back and check on Northeast again, just to give you an idea of, as that line is moving right through them that we just showed you on radar, what is going on. So there's some wind there. It's not severe at this point, but that is a good indication of what people are seeing. So, all right, Trisha, good to see you. Thanks, Pickles. Becky, it's in your area next. How's it going in Harbor Creek, Thomas? Let me know how it's going down there. Corey is not in the warning right now, but you're eventually going to get a thunderstorm, Cheyenne. Herbie, I don't know what those towns just had on there, but I'm sure just off the top of my head, and I can go back to radar here. Hang on. Just doing a little quick manual lapse I'm going to have to do here. I can see how it's moving there. I'm going to have to set this up. This is going to take a minute, and I'm going to have to adjust things. So don't pay attention to the towns yet. I have to make some adjustments on the times there. Okay. I'm going to go with 35 here, and then I'm going to go with an hour duration here. And okay, so that's going to be getting down to your area, Corey area, within an hour, 45 minutes to an hour. This line is going to sink south. Becky, there's you in French Creek, there's Erie, coastal towns right here. Brookside, of course, Harbor Creek, Panama, New York. Eaglehurst is Harbor Creek. And so that's where this thing's coming ashore in these towns. So Herbie, you're at the edge of that. It's an hour. And, so 45 minutes to an hour down by Corey, as well as Edinburgh for that. And it's moving fairly quickly, so don't be surprised if it would come in a little bit quicker. All right. Let me get back to you guys and get your comments. Thank you, Jen, over there. Obviously, you're in Canadota Lake in this area, so you are getting that cell right there, okay, in Canadota Lake. Nothing severe. Yeah, we're going to look into that, Chris, because if I back out on this thing, you can see that there's not a whole lot behind it. So, hey, if you're not doing too much, Brody, at the second, could you check out maybe a quick weather map and see, if you could get an observation from like London, Ontario, if the front's past them or something? Okay. So, keep your fingers crossed up there, and hopefully it will be, if we're lucky, we're on the northern edge of the watch. Let me put it that way. Let me put the watch up and the warnings for you guys, just so you can see who's involved here. So if I show you that, the watch is yellow, the warnings are flashing orange. So this is till 9 p.m., but the severe thunderstorm watch. But the thing to remember here is that we're on the northern edge of it, and we don't see, and I'm going to go over to the Cleveland radar here, a lot behind it. All right. So, it's starting here at 4:30, and I'm sure they're thinking it's going to go down into, northern West Virginia, Maryland by 9 o'clock. So the fact that we're on the early portion does give some hope. Now, we can still get some nasty storms. The atmosphere is still volatile, and certain you guys to the south that don't have a warning yet, and I'm talking to you guys in southern Erie and Crawford, as well as Warren, McKean, and Mercer Venango Forest. You can still get a warning. It's going to take longer for the front to get down there, and you can see right here, south of Oil City and Tionesta, there's a wicked storm there. They haven't warned on it yet, but it's got a punch. So we're just going to have to go through this. The further north you go, the earlier you get out of the woods. So if we can, get through this little shot right here. And remember, looking at Erie County, you guys coming in from all over, this is a Wattsburg to Girard thing. Platea and Albion and Edinburgh, Waterford, Union City, Elgin, you are not in it, all right? Well, you may be in it, but the thing we like to do here, I'll put the banner back on so it's pretty, is to look at lightning progression. In other words, the number of strokes. So as this thing comes in, it goes up to the upper 500s but as it swoops down over the area, it's pulsing, but going down in lightning coverage, tremendously down from 500. So that gives some hope too. And that means the core of this is getting ready to go into Harbor Creek. So you guys in Harbor Creek get set to get wet and blown around a little bit, and perhaps a little bit of hail. But you got some good lightning right offshore there, right off of Route 5, right off of Boyer. What else we got here? Right off of Bartlett Road by Shades Beach, and back starting to hook in towards Lawrence Park area where that purple is, and this red's going right over the peninsula right now. So I hope that helps you a little bit, Chris. Thanks, Pickles. Conneaut, Ohio, you guys, what are you here? Let me go back and get a little distance. You find out anything?
It looks like the front is still over Ontario, but it's not far from starting to move into the lakes. So
okay, so it
hopefully
could be past London.
I would say yes. Let me double check.
Okay.
Because it's about like not far from Toledo. It's
okay. We're trying to get a fix on the front.
Right, if I had to say, it started immediately just south of London.
Okay.
But not everybody yet. Because
when we know when the front is and how quick things are moving, we can give you more details. Now, Conneaut, Tricia, I believe that would be 15 miles offshore. Stay with me, and I'll get to you other guys. So it would be this part of the line, which is actually fairly weak. That's coming at you. It'd be coming at you from this angle. So I would not worry too much. You're probably, if this thing is how much it's moving here, clear that off. It's moving southeast at 31. So the angle that's coming at you is this little cell here. So a little over an hour, you could get something. But the meat, you guys, is over here, all right now. And right into you, Becky Linton in French Creek, New York. So there you go. Keith Allen, good to see you. You'll eventually get down there. Mary Kay, good to see you. Still calm, huh? You didn't get much of anything up there? It should be raining pretty hard, Dan. I know they've postponed a lot of things until tomorrow. So they're probably looking real good, because tomorrow's going to be no problem. Yeah, get set to get wet, Amanda, and wind, some wind. I'm going to track the wind in a minute here with our weather cameras. But yeah, it's going to rain hard. You're going to get thunder, some lightning, and heavy downpours. Okay, so it looks like we're getting a warning for Warren County just because of that. You're going to go on a little quickie there. So a new warning has just been issued right here for Warren County. All right. So let me bring that into view for you. So new severe thunderstorm warning for Warren County because of this line. All right. All right. Thank you. 5:30. Nicole, yeah, it'll eventually get down there. I mean, you're down here and it's up there and it's coming towards you. Pat, you too, down there in Union City. Conneaut Lake, yeah, you're way down in Crawford, so you're fine for now. This stuff is, do a little time lapse here. That stuff's moving to your east, so you're going to have to wait, Conneaut Lake, until something comes down from the north and west. Nothing for Crawford County yet. Yes, you can expect it up in Mill Creek, Dawn. So that'll be coming in soon. Someone's saying about some rotation here. Lake Cliff, we can check into that. Hang on just a second. Let me slow this thing down and just take a look and see if we've got any signs of that. No, we really don't have any signs of any significant rotation here. We got wind, but I'm going to.
State College is warning for that stuff coming out of Chautauqua.
Okay, yes, absolutely. So Buffalo radar, maybe a little bit down here in the very weak off of Station Road by Little Hope. This is New York State over here, and this is Greenfield Township here in Venango. So there may be some weak rotation over here, but other than that, no tornado tags on our statements from the Weather Service. So far the main threat is damaging winds.
Proportions of Warren County, includes most of Warren County. Now you're probably watching here in Warren, you're like, really, it's not even raining. The weather service has
all kinds of things going on. All right, let me get back to you guys. Brody Wesson is on the air. That's what you're hearing in the background. It sounds good, Linda Luke. You're gonna get hit soon. Good job, Lois. They ended that parade just in time. I would say if you're in a sturdy place, you're okay. And you can see Courtney and Fairview. You're not there yet, but you know what's coming. Yeah, we're not seeing any rotation up there. That'll be coming in. That'll be very, very soon here. Okay. Obviously, you could see it coming right in here. And I'll check some cameras in a second. It's coming, Marcia. Severe thunderstorm, possibly. Main concern is gusty straight line winds. As you can see, Christine, it's all moving towards Corey. You're not in a warning yet. You're welcome, Donnie the mechanic. Good to have you. Thanks, Dan. Great information. As I said to the Corey people, yeah, you just wait, Jessica. You know, this stuff is what? I don't know. They're being very careful with these warnings. So you're in Corey, and the leading edge is 20 miles away from you. What do they say they're moving at? They're moving at, hold on, gosh, I hate when that happens. They're moving at 50 miles in the next half hour. Yeah, absolutely. You're going to get that line down there. So let me take this stuff off, clean it up a bit, take a look at a few cameras again, just to see, those of you to the south, this is what's coming towards you. And don't let your guard down in the West County, because this has got some formidable, strong, at least downpours and maybe some hail in it. So we're covering you over there. And again, Brody's showing you stuff there. Nothing's past you. You're about ready to get hit, Crowther. You see this right here? You see Lawrence Park? You see the red? Nothing in Fairview yet. Yeah, it's just a few miles away, as you can see. There is Fairview. There it is just here north. All right. You are getting some rain. Sorry, what take over there? Hang on, folks. I got to take a call.
Not much lightning, which is a good news.
Okay, what do you see?
This one is, increasing in intensity, but overall, just a lot of.
Okay, you're talking about the line that's to our north.
Nothing that screams to my attention.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. I mean, you guys are under. Are you in the warning yet? If you aren't, you will be. So we've got a line coming right down at you, and the warning is till 5. So let me know if you get anything or any. Yeah, let me know kind of how the wind is, if you got some hail coming in and stuff like that. Okay.
Overall, just a lot of gusts and winds, heavy rainfall. Visibility, very poor visibility if you're driving, especially on the east side up toward the northeast.
Well, we'll just use our cameras for now because that would be on the air. Okay. Call me back if you can. Yeah, you too. And when it comes over, you call me back. All right. Thanks a lot. All right, folks. Yeah, we're just getting reports all around. Matt Matthias with you now.
Who's checking on you guys?
Oh, we're doing okay. You can see the line right there, just coming through the city.
Yeah, you can see it in the sky above the station.
So this stuff is just moving south. We are, as we said, under warning. I'll put some stuff on here so everybody can see, including Matt, what's going on here. So we are under this warning until 5. There's one also for Chautauqua till 5, and there's one for Warren County, and it's all this line here. Okay, that's just sinking south. So if you're south and you haven't gotten hit yet, just wait. Okay, and I'm talking primarily Erie County right now. There's scattered stuff in the east side of Crawford, and there's scattered stuff in Warren. That is not severe. It's this line. All right. So if you guys get any reports on the scanners,
yeah, we're going to be listening in.
We're looking for wind damage, things like that. I think that's going to be your main concern. So if you start getting, reports of trees down or structural stuff, please get it back to us.
Yeah, they popped in. We heard over the scanners the alert. They said 60 miles per hour, penny-sized hail potential.
Yeah, that's the warning. I'll bring you back out here so they can see us both. Matt's right here with me. All right, there you go, buddy. So they're monitoring in the newsroom, and they'll be talking about any damage that occurs. So, also be prepared for power outages if you get some strong winds.
Yep.
That's also a thing we'll track with Penelec for you. But this is a line, and it's moving fairly quickly. Like we said, 35 miles an hour. So once this thing bangs through, there's the potential that we could get a break for an extended period of time. So it's coming from south to north. So Candace, you in Waterford, obviously that's bearing down on you and Pat Peterson. Super dark in Harbor Creek. Rain is coming in Harbor Creek. Yep, you got it, Christine. It's coming in there. Should be right on top of you, Dawn. You should be getting some heavy rain right now. Phillipsville, yep, coming down to you next. That's changing as we speak, Jeremy. When was your report? 9 minutes ago? Yeah, you're getting obliterated right now. So be safe. Depends on your location, but if you're in Erie County, it's a safe bet. Getting windy in the city. No, they are not tornadic. Elise, if that changes, we'll let you go, or we'll let you know. Findlay Lake, French Creek, yeah, ponding of water on roadways, and yeah, you could get some trees down. Let's see, yep, northeast, they just got the parade done in time.
Yeah, Joseph was out there, and we all have coverage on it, but man, it's just in time, like you said.
John Williams, good to hear from you. Barb Sweet, I'm sure you're getting pounded by now, looking at what the radar is doing. And I'll stop it. I'll stop the loop so you guys know exactly where it is right now. I mean, from the city out to the east side, you're getting it now. Hey, Rick, how's everything downtown? Should be coming in shortly. I would say in the next 10 minutes. And yeah, the temperature will drop. It was very warm and humid. I think we were up at 88 degrees today. Dew point was in the low 70s. So this is a cool front, and it'll cool things off. Tomorrow's going to be a beautiful day. Yep, there you go. There you go, Harbor Creek. There you go, northeast. There you go, Wesleyville. And that will change soon, Nancy Wright. Pouring on the east side. Thanks, Lois. Appreciate it. Yeah, we hope not, but it's a possibility. And by that, he means storms moving over the same area time after time. Kimberly, I think that's changing right now. Let me know if you got an update over there on the east side. Absolutely. This thing is all moving south, Jennifer. So, get set to get wet if you haven't already. Let's see, anybody else? Cambridge, yep, eventually. You can see, I'll put the time lapse back on for you. I will do also some cameras and a storm track in a minute, but I want to do cameras. I mean, you guys can see this thing. It's a formidable line. It's just dropping south. So if you're Edinburgh, Union City, Corey, Cambridge, Pittsfield, Warren, you're next. In the next hour, Meadville, Titusville, over to St. Mary's, you're next.
Looks like some large tree down across Jamestown Road in Wattsburg.
Okay, so we do have tree damage in the Wattsburg area. Zazu, your garden will get wet. It's coming, Karen. And Randy Lynn, good to see you. Everybody stay safe. Great to have you. Kimberly Kern. Kelly Weeson, I know, but you're about ready to get one. Thanks, John. Howdy, David J. Let's see. Yeah, you could, but I'm not doing it. I got to be inside with you. What about Northwest PA? Donna, tell me where you are. Tell me how you define Northwest PA. And here's a very good report from our own Chris Gaddix. You can see the stuff is starting to sink south of her location on Woodmere Beach up in Northeast. So sky is getting lighter here and the cool air is coming in. So it gets dark and windy in Girard, then it rains like crazy. And then the front moves through, the precipitation diminishes, and it gets cooler. You can see, Jackie, it's right down the street from you. It's almost right here for us here in Summit. It's getting right to I-80. You are next in the next 10 minutes. Thanks, Kimberly. Keep me updated. Afternoon, Jason. As you can see, Julie, you know, this thing's coming right down into the West County. No problem, Valerie. Stay safe, fashionista. Laura, get ready. Some winds and wetness coming your way. Andrew, good to have you here. Say hi to Sky. Michelle, appreciate your support. Springfield, you're in line too. I mean, just look at the radar, guys. Just look at the radar. I mean, it's all coming down from the north. So everybody from Ashtabula over to Jamestown, you know, getting hit in the next hour or so. So what I want to do, and thanks all you guys for your reports, keep funneling them in, but I'm going to take you full screen and we're going to look at a few cameras just so you know what's coming if you haven't gotten the rain yet. Okay, let's go with that. So Chris has given us good information from Northeast as she's going through the full cycle. There's Northeast, things are calming down. I see a few leaves on the ground maybe. Doesn't look like major damage or anything. Still a breeze here, but you'll feel those temperatures going down rapidly as this rain comes in and as the rain goes out. But I want to do some others because we've got great cameras all over the place. So let me launch a few for you here and we'll take a look. Okay. So Lakeshore getting hit now. Places to the south, you're next. So here we go with the fun tour. This is going to be the Erie Bayfront. So rain coming in here. Wait for it. And we'll show it to you. There you go. There's the tower to your left. So this is what you can expect. And I'll pop this out a little bit. So, you know, this is what, if you haven't gotten it already, this is pretty much what you're looking at, is wind and heavy rain, maybe a little bit of hail. And you can see the flags there on that crane right now as the thing widens out. I mean, there's some strong winds there. So the thing is, you could have some trees down, you could have some power outages. And, you know, that's the kind of thing you're looking at. So that's Bayfront. This is going to be downtown. Erie, a few blocks over, I believe. We are looking west, St. Peter Cathedral. Now, this camera on top of the Renaissance Center is not secured very well, so it may be a little worse than it is. You can see the top of the building coming shortly. But, you know, there you go. If you haven't gotten it yet, that's what's headed in your direction. Let me see where else I could get a good location, good look at here. Let's go to the airport. So you guys that have experienced it know what we're talking about. If you haven't yet, the further west you are, like the airport and Girard, it hasn't hit you yet, but it's not far away, okay? And we'll go back to radar to orient ourselves with that. But let me just widen this thing out and we'll throw it around to the north, and it's probably not far away from the airport, okay? So just bear with me here. I will get back to your questions. That's to the south. So the clouds are coming over right now. You guys to the south of the airport haven't gotten it yet. But if I look to the north, I'm going to do that right now. You're going to see a much darker view as we swing around the runway. All right. If anybody's getting some hail, let me know. And you can estimate the size. Don't say marble because there's all kinds of marble sizes. But if you have peas, you got grapes, you got ping pong balls, hopefully nothing that big. So, the winds are picking up. It's about ready to rain at the airport. So you guys in the West County, this is coming towards you. I'm going to go to Girard. We're going to show you a view to the north and west here in Girard. There you go. Same deal, folks. The winds are picking up. The rain is about to happen. You're getting darker out there. So you guys get it next. A couple more quick stops for you here. Edinburgh, obviously you're to the south of the line. So I'm going to swing the camera around to the north. You're still dry down there. We'll go from the hotel where people are taking shelter. Here we go. Around to the north, widen it out. And you guys in Edinburgh can see the dark clouds coming towards you. Meadville, if you're down in Crawford County, hasn't gotten hit yet. You're well to the south. Probably be about an hour before it gets there. You can see the clouds over the tops. Warren, we got people listening and watching from Warren. Here you go, Warren. You're okay. Just getting cloudier and breezier. So that's a picture of the whole area. And I did forget one that I want to use. I want to, if we can get some visibility on it. Here is the Land Lighthouse camera that's shooting at the North Pier light. All right. So again, Lakeshore downtown, you're getting hit pretty well. So just hang on, use your common sense, and this thing's going to pass. The severe thunderstorm warning for the northern portion of Erie County. I'm trying to widen out here, maybe get you a little bit of a perspective, but I guess the visibility is pretty low. So we can only get this for you. I'm going to zoom back in, and you'll barely be able to see the North Pier Lighthouse. Any reports of damage? Anything on chat? Anything? So this is good. We've got one report, a tree down in Wattsburg, and if that's what we've got, that's good, because we don't want a lot of that. But you just have to be prepared, right? You guys have gone through this and worse before. You know what's going on. Let me go back to radar here, and we'll see the progression of the line for you. Stop everything moving north to south. So you guys in the West County, wouldn't be surprised if they extended the warning over here, because it looks like, I'm going to take another radar view here, that it's kind of feisty over here north of Fairview, north of Girard. So you guys get set over here, just tons of rain in Erie, moving south of Harbor Creek into Green and Greenfield Township. Let's see if I can bring that up. So you can manipulate that, Dorian. Sure. So there's that. Hello, everybody. That would be Cleveland right here. So that you can go to town on that. All right, our friend Dorian Churn, studying to be a meteorologist, camera operator here at Jet TV, helping us out as usual. Let me get back to you guys. You can see the radar. I'm going to take the warnings off. You guys know Erie County, northern part till 5, Chautauqua County till 5, Ward County, northern 2/3 till 5:30. So that's what you're looking at right now. Get set in the West County. That's a little formidable. But let me run this lapse one more time before I get back to you guys. You can see everything's dropping to the south. The lightning is starting to pick up again with this cell. So we're going to have to watch this cell coming off into the West County. You guys make sure you're in a safe place. It's a severe thunderstorm watch. It's a severe thunderstorm warning, Fairview and Girard. So the main concern with this is damaging straight line winds, not tornadic winds. Okay, that's the way we're seeing it right now. Jen Detz, good to see you. All right, Ava, yeah, Pickles is on the job. Let's see who else here. We have been cleansing the smoke. That's a good question. The air quality has gotten to moderate which is very good. Let me check and see the latest and the greatest here, because we were looking at that earlier on airnow.gov. So great question, Julianne. It was unhealthy. It was around 200 very early this morning, and it is just above 50 at 55 in moderate. So the air quality, this is helping the air quality tremendously. And you know, if you're looking at the radar, Cheryl, this stuff is all sinking south. So you can see it right there. Dark sky in Waterford. Yep, you're about to get hit. Lakeshore, just wait, Valerie. It's made it to the mall. Cambridge Springs, we'll do a storm track in a minute. Thanks, Becky. No problem, Sandra. We love it. It's our job. We're here for you. Linesville, Brian, eventually. I'll do, as I said, I'll do a storm track. Laura, let me know when it hits there and what kind of wind gusts you have. The steamy, sultry air is getting replaced. Thanks, Karen. Anytime. Carol. Brody's going to talk to you on TV in about 3 minutes. He's getting ready out there. Debbie Snyder, always a pleasure to hear from you. Hope you're doing all right. Anytime, Steve, we'll have it on TV in just a couple minutes. Thank you, Katie. Yeah, it's coming. Tina, just got to wait a little bit. Thanks, Grandma Brandon. Thanks, Katie. Is your screen? Really? You can't see the radar? I hope you can see it now. I made it full screen. Thanks, Valerie. Jeff, just give it a few minutes. That we call petrichor. Petrichor. The smell of rain. Great stuff, Gina. Thank you. Yeah, you guys got some pretty good stuff there coming into your area. Yeah, we'll do storm tracking.
Warning coming out.
Okay. Okay, we're gonna these warnings are gonna be updated, so they're gonna extend them to the south. And thanks, April. Thanks for being on our feed here and for your reports. Okay, so new warnings just came out, guys. Right here, Ashtabula, Southern Erie, Northern Crawford, all till 6 o'clock. So that's the area. And you'll get a break from it for the next couple of days. Mary S., good to see you. Just wait. Here it comes, Nicole. Venango County, it'll eventually get there, Jason, but no warnings yet. Everybody's under a watch. You see the yellow? I'll take the one. Okay, everybody's under a watch. The flashing orange polygons are the warning, and everything's progressing north to south and already into rain. Dory just hit, or Brody just hit the airways. Donna, how's things going in Warren? You are under a warning until 5:30. Okay, Union City is about to get wet. Thanks, Julie G from Union City. And there you go. And there you go. Oh, that's weird. Is everything okay now, Kim? I mean, I can't see that it's bad. I can try to take a look on another. Yeah, good report there, Carolyn. You know, any thunderstorm's gonna produce lightning and thunder, which can be scary each and of its own accord. But in lightning, you know, you want to go to a safe place. You want to be away from metal, water, high places, not under trees, not playing golf, not swimming, not sitting on bleachers, all the things they taught you in elementary school. But make sure you're in a safe structure in case the winds pick up as well. Yeah, I'll get to you eventually, Donna, and to you, Randy, eventually. Okay. It's a coming. All right. There you go. All right. So I'm going to get some storm tracking done for you in just a second here. I got to clean up the screen. Hang on just a second.
And I'm going to show you, bring you in and show you some of the stuff. We're getting a lot of this brighter greens as higher curves with some really strong winds. Now, of course, this is just above, off the surface, but still have some stronger winds making it way making its way down to the ground. A lot of purple. So let's see if we get an L with this. Yeah, we certainly do. I'll kind of zoom in. Okay. We are going to leave you guys on Fox, tune over to Jet. That's where we'll still be on, playing on at Jet for a few more minutes. For Fox, this is your back to skills. The program will continue over on Jet 24. Okay. Alrighty. So now we're solely on Jet 24. And I'm kind of fix up Erie some of the tail.
Okay, sorry about that.
Maybe.
We had to do a little communication there. Really appreciate that, Howard, the small hail in Lake City. So I'm going to clean this up a bit, and we're going to take a look at storm tracking. Thank you for that. And that's the good thing about this. These things are moving, which is good. Thank you, Jason. Appreciate that. All right. Okay. All right. I'm going to look at it. I'm going to look at it, Kim, here on ours. Make sure it's okay.
Car after car after car of the same railroad track. That's kind of how the storms are doing right now, with the showers and thunderstorms moving in, not moving that much at all. Tom, review on this computer. Oh, yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Overall, severe thunderstorm warning continues for Erie County until 6 o'clock, and we're scheduled for most of the portion of Erie County. The original one was left to expire with the schedule, and we are still keeping the severe thunderstorm warning for 5:30 for Warren County as well. You see a lot of heavy rain with this. To kind of give you a draw of storm track, to give you a heads up and when this impact is worse with the weather away. In just a second, we draw a storm track.
What's that? What?
This is moving.
I'm just checking because Kim said she would get some kind of a split screen.
Moving.
We're still with you, folks. We're just checking out a technical problem. We'll be right back.
So McLean is on top of you now. Waterford is on top of you. Franklin Center 506. Mill Village 510. Cranesville 513. Crossingville 519. And Canada Lake at 522. This is just some of the times where when the worst of the weather will impact you. Severe thunderstorm warning still continues for Erie County until 6 o'clock, 5:30 for Warren County. But overall, we're continuing to monitor things. We are on Facebook. Meteorologist Tom Atkins is on Facebook. So we're going to hop off TV.
Okay, Kim, I'm getting a full screen here. I hope your situation is improving. So, all right, back to you guys. We'll see what's going on. We're going to do a storm track. Thanks for the reports from Gerard. Thank you. Yeah, Cambridge Springs, Spartansburg area. Yep. You're getting some cells ahead of the main line. Yep, we'll go to some cameras also. Thanks, Lenny Oakley. Always good to see you. We're not tossing around the T word at this point. We're just looking straight line winds. So okay. Wind is calming down. Thanks, Jason, for that. Penny size sail. Size of the
Sail for trees are down in Harbor Creek on East Lake.
Okay, we've got reports of trees down on Harbor Creek on East Lake Road, and obviously that's from what you guys saw. Now it's getting better there, and winds will pick up to the south, like Ariel and Warren, and sun is out briefly. Okay, so let me clean this all up for you, and we'll take a look at everything as a whole. All right. Got a little bit of, looks like a flood warning, or is there some kind of flood advisory now till 9 o'clock for this section of northeastern Erie County? All right. Okay, so flood advisory till 8 o'clock from the city up to northeast, obviously because of the intensity of the storms. And there's the loop for you. At least they are still moving. They are sinking to the south. So It's probably, urban and poor drainage areas, ponding on roads and that kind of thing, because these have dumped a bunch of rain in a short period of time. So that area right in there, that triangle, if you're in that triangle, you have a flood advisory till 8 o'clock. And if you are talking about the severe aspect of the storms outside of flooding, we'll stop it for you here. Some really nasty rain and a severe thunderstorm warning till 6 for southern Erie, northern Ashtabula, northern Crawford, and till 5:30 for northern Warren. All right, so I'm just going to show you where some of the worst of this is. If you're to the south of this line and you haven't gotten anything yet, you're going to get it. So this is going down into the Waterford area. This is from Waterford north right here. This is Peach Street going back up to right where we're located, which is right about here. So I'm going to switch to a camera right here. Again, it's improving visibility. This is the Erie Lake Shore, the North Pier light. But if I go around a little bit, this is our tower cam. All right, you saw all that red and purple. That's all moving south. So this is the view, from 250 feet above my head. There's your Peach Street that I just showed you on the radar. Obviously, the traffic's moving, but torrential rainfall. So this is a lot of what you can expect as this thing sinks south. We'll go over to the airport right now, okay? And there you go. It's not as intense right now as that red and purple that you saw. And we've had reports from downtown. So we'll go on top of the Renaissance Center right now. And it's lessening it up. It's not shaking as much. So it's a hard hitter, but it's a quick hitter, thankfully. Bayfront camera is next. And you can see some breaks in the clouds. And the winds are less. And the rain is less. And the real show will be in Northeast, which got hit first because it's the farthest north. And they're getting a little light rain and hardly any wind. So the line is moving south. Be prepared. Girard, we'll go over there. Girard is technically south of the city and northeast and even the airport. So you're going through it right now, but looking to the north and west, look at that. You got some breaks in the clouds. So this is a very progressive situation. Everything's moving from north to south. It has the capability of bringing down some trees, and obviously some power outages are possible.
Speaking of power outages, 2,000 without power in Chautauqua County.
In Chautauqua County. All right. Thanks, Brody, for that. So you guys that haven't gotten it yet, just get set for what we've just been showing you. And we'll make it through. I mean, this is nothing you haven't been through before, right? If you lose power, you've probably lost power before. It's coming right down. You can even see some shadows here on the Edinburgh camera, but I don't know if this looks, hold on. I don't like it when it's just stutter steps and the traffic isn't moving. Okay, it's gonna move. All right, we're okay. Yeah, just wait for it. Okay. But the true part of this picture, even though you're not seeing it moving, is these dark clouds, and that's the rain coming on down to your area in Edinburgh. Areas further south, like we were saying, Meadville will be next. Not a whole lot going on yet. You're just waiting for it. Warren, I know we've got Donna and probably other people over there. Starting to rain. You're getting a cell out ahead of the main line. The main line hasn't come down yet. You're under a severe thunderstorm warning for another 50 minutes. So some heavier weather is going to move down there as well. And I want to go Conneaut Lake for a second. So you guys that are on this chat, if you're anywhere near these areas, and you can see they've had some rain, but the main line isn't there yet. This is Conneaut Lake in Crawford County. So there have been some peaks of sun, and some of you have already gotten some rain, but the main line still to the north, okay? And if I bring this camera out a little bit, you know, you can see that this is going to be a perfect shot of a storm cloud coming at you right here if it ever recycles, which would be nice because we'd like you to see the latest picture. Things are just slow, and I apologize for that. Suffice it to say, even if it doesn't recycle as quick as I want it to, the storms, there is a line of storms coming towards Conneaut Lake. All right. So some of these things either have gotten offline or have frozen up, but take me at my word. Take me at my word. Okay. I'm going to get back to the radar since some of these things are freezing up. You guys get the picture. Let's give you some more detail and get back to your questions, and I'll do some storm tracking. So again, the worst is heading down towards Waterford right now, and also between Albion and Edinburgh, looks like Franklin Center area, Crane Road, State Road, you know, the usual suspects northwest of Edinburgh that get bad weather. You're getting some rain and probably some hail there. Okay, so we got you covered. All right. See, I want to get back to you guys. What else? Yeah, you're ahead of the storm, Sammy. Always good to have you here from Tidiute. It's coming in, Ron, in East Springfield, and Nina in North Springfield, and it's getting hard in Waterford, Miss Bailey down there. Cranesville, yep, coming in. Here it comes, Laura, in Edinburgh. Green Township calming down. That is good. Everything's moving south, as April's saying, downpour there. No, we don't have a camera in Corey. What are you seeing? Wind and then rain, Lori and Albion. Okay, and then if you're further north, there is hope. Chris Burns, hello. Lori, you got some rain. Richard, you did too. It'll be coming, don't worry. All right, so let me widen things out and show you progress. The worst is right in Erie County, under a severe thunderstorm warning till 6 o'clock. It eventually gets down here to Crawford. Seeing a line ahead of it, like we showed you in Warren, Youngsville, you're getting hit pretty hard right now, down to near Tidiute. Okay, and Torpedo. So you guys, Grand Valley, yep. And southern Crawford County, south of Venango and Spartansburg. You're not in a warning yet, but you got a pretty nice cell there in Townville. So let me get some movement, and then we'll get some storm track, and then you guys can have a better idea of how this thing is going, how it's moving, who it's hitting next, the progression. I'm gonna take a look. Why don't you take a look at her and see if you think anything's happening after this, Dorian. And we'll let you know. All right. So let me get back to doing some storm tracking for you guys to keep you abreast of where it's headed. I want to take all this extra stuff off of here. Okay. So with this main line, and again, we're doing an hour loop. You can see it's coming down, and it's kind of jagged. And then there's other cells that are actually moving to the east. You see these over here, guys? Those of you in Warren and Crawford County, move it out to the east. All right. There you go. While the other stuff is coming down from the north. So I'm going to try to put some skits on here and see if we can't get some movement. Okay, so the movement they are saying, bring them back down. For that cell, east southeast at 29. I'm just trying to get speeds here for you guys for the moment, and then we'll do the whole big draw of the line as it sinks south. East southeast at 29. Okay, we got a pretty good idea. So here we go. For the main line, that's what I'm going to do right now. And just kind of draw the edge of it here. like that. Move it to the east southeast. Then don't worry about the towns. I got to adjust the speed on this thing first. We're saying about 30 miles an hour. What's it showing, Dorian? Does it show anything behind this?
Actually, no.
Okay.
He's pushing south, but he'll be out here by this evening.
All right. So Dorian helping us out with the latest computer model guidance, and I'll do a little bit of that as well in just a second, showing that once we get past this main thing, it looks like we're in pretty good shape. So you guys up here, that's your next for this line in these approximate times as you sink south into Crawford County here. All right. Now, if you're in Sagertown or you're west of Centerville, you're probably getting some rain from these other cells down here. But I'm talking about this main line is going to come down in that area, and that's where the warnings have been. Okay. So that's what's going on with that. It's let up in French Creek. That's good news. Remember, French Creek's up here. So that to the north is getting better. Everything's moving north to south except these cells out ahead. They're kind of moving east to west. All right. So that's the line if you're in any of those towns. Springfield, take a look at this. And there's West Springfield. So you can see it's just a matter of time there, Ron. Warren, you're getting a cell ahead of the system here, John. All right, you're getting one of these. Eventually, you'll get more. Thanks, Laura. You're getting the brunt. Rainbow, love it in Starbrick. Oh, okay, rain. Rainbows always give hope, you know. Glad, Steph, it wasn't too bad over there. So I think you guys get the idea for the main line. So I'm going to click this off, and then I'm going to do some computer guidance just to show you what can happen for the rest of the night. Jim Russell, always a pleasure. Good to have you here. So we're going to do that, and we're going to check power outages. Okay? So here's, and this is the Cleveland radar. I want to use Buffalo for a second. Yep, it's pretty much the same. Downpours are the thing. Sometimes gusty winds have brought down some trees and caused some power outages, but it continues to progress pretty much to the southeast, all right, the main line. And the question earlier, which was a very good question, is there anything behind it? So just because we have the time, I mean, if this thing is moving to the southeast at about 30 miles an hour, the back edge probably clears Edinburgh, you know, in an hour or so. Probably clears Meadville in an hour and a half, unless it slows down. Back edge probably gets through Warren 2 hours from now. So that's what you're looking at. All right, if this thing is truly moving to the southeast at 30 miles per hour, we're just doing some distances here. And as it continues to sink, it continues to make progress, and eventually it cleans out and gets south of your area. But it's not there yet for anyone Erie and south. So that's why we have these warnings in place, okay? And I'll put them back on here just for a second. The watch is yellow. Clear off all the extra doodling. So everybody's under the watch. The warning, see, they've just slipped northeast out of the severe thunderstorm warning. The green is the flood advisory. So warning here till 6. So another 40 minutes there into Crawford. Warren, this warning is till 5:30. You may get another one. But that's the picture. So basically, if you guys are anywhere in this area, you're still going to get something. The further north you go, the more you're out of it. All right. So as far as what the models are thinking, and there's Conneaut Lake clouds coming in there, it's always good to check those out. Let me see if I want to get you something. We'll take a look at a couple here. All right, just to see for verification purposes. This one doesn't look like it's doing that great of a job because it's too cellular, but it's kicking everything out of Erie by 7, south of Meadville and Warren by 8, Franklin by 9. Okay, that's just one model's point of view. I want to get you a better one that's been more reliable, just because it's just been doing a better job, and it might give us all a better indication of what exactly is going to happen over the next 1 to 3 hours. Okay, and again, to point out, there's no tornado warnings, there's no tornado watches. It's basically damaging winds, some small hail, torrential rain, and thunder and lightning. Okay, so I wanted to make that one clear right away. Okay, future smoke, just for those of you guys, we've gotten a break from that for the air quality. You can see, gotta change the time on here just to reiterate what was been the prime level of conversation over the past couple of days. May deteriorate a little bit tonight, but it's nothing like the reds and the stuff that we've been going through. Okay, so that is some good news. As far as this other model I want to show you, we're going to see if it lines up real well. Yes, it's doing a pretty good job of lining up because we are at 520 here already. So this will continue to go south, clearing Erie, it looks like, by 6 or so. And then the heavy stuff goes south of Meadville after 7, and Warren. Stuff should get out of Warren, anything heavy, by or after 7. Franklin after 8, and you can see behind it, you can see the progression here. This is good news because as soon as that back edge, the big left to right northern line clears your area, there's nothing behind it but cool air and nice weather. All right, so does everybody can see that? I wanted to show that to you to give you a forecast, a nowcast, something you can hang your hat on. I will check Eli in a minute. Heavy rain, Waterford, McCain, Girard, Waterford. All right, Midtown's easing up. Thank you. See, north to south, that's where everything's going. So it clears from north to south too. Clintonville and Venango County, it's going to get there eventually. Thank you, Kathy Ann. Great measurement. That's why they have the flood advisory for the northeastern portion of Erie County. Let's see. Light rain starting to let up at Bill Holt's place, Westlake Road. Thank you, April. All right, that round's calmed down. Very good, Megan. You know, you get another hit. I don't know if it's going to be as heavy as what's going on in Erie Crawford, but you'll get another hit. Kim up in Northeast. Well, you're coming out of that pretty good. I'm so glad they got the parade in before this thing came in. Lori Nicholson, how's things out in the West County? Half inch already in Edinburgh. Temperature dropped 50. So this is what you just got to get through it. Yeah, Tuesday is the next problem, but one day at a time. All right. Thanks, Randy. Appreciate your support. So I hope you all are getting what we just showed you there. This is a good computer model forecast. It's been doing great the last couple of days. So we're kind of relying heavily on it, right? And that just means that we believe that this thing is not stalling and stopping. This is the progression. So by sunset, it's pretty much out of the area. All right. So for planning purposes, to allow you to take a deep breath, know what's coming, know when it's going, continue to funnel me with questions. This is your power outages map. These are in households. Erie, 300 households. Obviously, Chautauqua County got socked a little bit harder. 2,500 households. So there's some hopefully practical information for you right there. All right. Good, good. Back to radar, and we'll do some weather cam. So meat of the storm right here, definitely some hucklebuck south of Edinburgh developing right here. Okay, that's
Yeah, I just asked what their plan is, that they're gonna do it.
okay for Crawford County.
Yeah, so the problem.
Okay, Brody's got a heads up from the Weather Service. You guys in Crawford, be prepared for another warning. This is the warning that you have till 6 p.m. So it would be logical that they will extend that south. At least that's what we're thinking, you know, so that the southern half of the county would be covered. Because this is some nasty stuff. Any of you guys north and west of Cambridge or south of Edinburgh, Laura, this kind of went through you. It sideswiped you. It's gotten a little more intense as it's gone south, but it's moving very quickly. So Cambridge, Venango, you guys in these areas, Skelton Town Road, you know, you always think of 86 going through Cambridge and 19 and 408 going out to the east, but it's back to the west here. Fry Road, Grange Center Road, you know, pretty much Cambridge to Venango and back towards Mosiertown, south to Crossingville. That's a pretty wicked cell. Now, we do have some software on this computer that tries to detect hail and perhaps hail size. And when you see that purple here, we go into this mode. So, you know, there can be some perhaps half-inch, get out of there, or 1-inch hail with this thing up here occurring to the north and west of Cambridge and Venango. All right, coming across Sherrod Hill Road. So if there's anybody out that way, that storm has intensified and it's heading to the southeast. So there you go, Drake's Mills, Cambridge, 544, 549, headed in your direction. Venango, probably about the same time frame. All right, so be aware if you're down in that area. It's not only some heavy rain, but probably some hail as well. All right, so we'll watch that one. And again, it's mainly been rain. We've got a flood advisory up here in this corner, this little triangle from Erie to Harbor Creek to northeast, back down across Greenfield, Little Hope, Northern Venango, right up here. This place I like to call the
Severe thunderstorm warning for Warren County with a tornado attack possible.
Okay. All right. So we're going to look at Warren County. Okay. So we've got a new, well, just some new information here. All right. So we're going to take you over to Warren County here.
That stuff south is it.
Yeah, I can see it over here. It's this big new one, right? This big wide one that's going from south of Bradford and Warren down to St. Mary's. I believe that would be the warning. So you guys in southern Warren County, we're concentrating on you for a minute here. All right, and I'm going to draw on top of this because you got a bunch of lines, you know, going through here. So I want to make this, you know, really clear. Make it a different color, first of all, and widen out the line. It's this area I'm going to draw here. All right. South of Bradford, just to the south of Warren. And let's see, it looks like a southern Warren County right there. And then down into Elk County and over into McCain and Potter. This area is here. So they're watching these cells, in other words, for those of you who live here in Warren County. This does not include the city. You guys are under a warning till 5:30, but this southern thing, south of the city, until 6:30. So if you're in the southern half of Warren County, or perhaps out into McKean County or Elk County. You do have a severe thunderstorm warning over there. You guys, I'm trying to isolate you here. Clarendon, Tidiute, Sheffield, Kane, but they're keeping an eye on these storms in case they get a little bit feistier, all right? So you've got heavy rain, and you're going to get some wind out of this thing. We don't see any rotation at this point, but we're keeping our eyes on it in case that develops. Again, this is for you guys over here. I'm going to draw the line again and take a lot of this color out. It's this area here, okay? That right there. See where, if you're inside this blue, that's the new warning. So make sure you're in a safe place, and we'll keep an eye on that for you, as that's till 6:30 over here. All right, Crawford, we're looking at this thing up north here. That's got some punch to it. Remember, you guys are also in a warning in this part of the county till 6, and we're thinking down here in Blooming Valley and Sagertown and Meadville, you'll get one too. That'll extend past 6, because we're already at 5:32 right now. So these are the areas of concern. Sorry about that. At the moment, and again, when I take these warnings off, you guys know we're all under a watch. Just look for areas of purple here out by West Springfield and Conneaut. Could be some hail there. South of Edinburgh into Cambridge, that's a little nasty. And this stuff south of Warren over to Tidiute and Sheffield, that's a little nasty as well. Now, we're still getting pounded up here. Fairview and South, as well as Waterford over to Union City, but it's mainly a rain situation over here. All right, these guys, you could be in for some hail and certainly some damaging winds, but we'll just continue to track for now. There's the one in Crawford County, all right? That's where that one's going. The one up here by Conneaut, that's where that one's going, more towards extreme southwestern Erie County, Akerly, Cherry Hill, but the Springfields as well. So, some hail in that, some heavy downpours, maybe some gusty winds. So those are the two major areas of concern, and we're watching this thing over here, all right? All right. Do a little lightning here for you as well, just to kind of get a beat on how that is behaving. Got very intense there. Seems to be going down in intensity, all right? So a lot of rain in Erie County, but not a lot of lightning, all right? And less rain as you go north. So it's a waiting game. It's a waiting game for this main line and any clusters out ahead of it to sink south out of our area. So as we get more info, we'll be talking to you. You're welcome, Sandy. You're welcome, April. Jen. Okay, appreciate that, Randy. It's very close to you now. Yeah, you're still getting it out there, April. But again, you're coming to the northern edge of it right here. And I can use the camera too. So we'll use the cameras too. We'll just keep going around the neighborhoods. And if you guys have questions, just let me know and I'll get to you. But I just wanted to see the progression here for those like April in Fairview and Jarden. Yeah, you got a big nasty slam, 514, but the stuff is progressing to the south, so it will be letting up. And we can cover that, of course, with the camera if the cameras get linked up again, which would be very nice. Here, hopefully. Let's try it again. All right, so yeah, it is lightening up there. You've gotten a good soaking rain, so that's good. So things are progressing. There are some tough spots, but again, we just go through them, we manage them. All right, got that. Okay. All right. Let's see. Hail. That's what we were looking at. Thanks, Candace. Any idea what size hail you're looking at? Pea size. I don't know. Penny size. Dime size. Ooh, not good. Careful if you're headed out. We're showing you where the rain and the storms are, so stay with us. You're welcome, Linda. Good to have you here. Pete, excellent. Getting some hail down there too. Loretta, okay. Just west of Edinburgh. Yeah, it's that south of Edinburgh. You're going to get some hail, heavy rain, thunder, lightning. It's all coming south. And if you're up north, like Kelly and Lake City, things are diminishing a little bit.
Severe thunderstorm warning for Crawford County.
All right, new one just for Crawford. And there it is.
And that is for Meadville, Hyattsville, north.
Okay. All right, so you guys in Crawford, you're getting covered now. To the south, we'll get that. Thanks, Laura, inch of rain in McCain. Thanks, Kim, 69 in Northeast. All right, I'm glad it was brief. All right. Yeah, that's the warning for Crawford County. So I'll go down there and then I'll go back to radar and you guys keep funneling me your questions. Brody's standing by in case we want to do something on TV.
Yeah, I also do not like to look at this stuff, just the far southeastern Warren County.
Right.
Sheffield.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at our shear rate, there's a little tiny dot of strong rotation.
Right.
And I'm starting to see some greens and reds pop up close to each other.
So if you're in extreme southeastern Warren County, and I'll go to that in just a minute, there is some sign of rotation there. We're talking about places like Sheffield and south, extreme southeastern Warren County. All right, so any of you guys out that way, let's see. Okay, I want to. Just listening. Is that that's the severe thunderstorm warning, Brody, that they're barking?
Let's go on the weather radio.
Okay. All right. So let me show you a couple more here, and then we're going to dive into that storm in extreme southeastern Warren County. So letting up in Girard and Edinburgh, we'll go down there. Since you guys went through the thick of it, the heaviest is south of Edinburgh. As you know, again, not a lot of movement there. They're having a little trouble with the camera, but should be letting up there. Erie International Airport, these are for those of you in Mill Creek. Okay. Light rain now. Bayfront, those of you in Erie, close to the water, clearing sky, gusty cooler. Downtown, same kind of location, but we do it anyway, just to get a different perspective. That's looking west. So to the right is the lake and north, and there's clearing coming in from the north. So good news for the city. We showed Girard. We're going to show Northeast. Chris over there. A lot better. This is going to go back to Erie. This is right along the lake shore. This will be looking at the North Pier Light. A lot better. Okay, so better weather coming in from the north. But if you're in Meadville, we're going there next. You can see the darkness coming in there. And if you're in Conneaut Lake, our other camera in Crawford County, dark stuff coming in there. And finally, Warren, which is the county we're going to go to next on the radar. Just kind of, and I want to widen this thing out just a little bit before we go to radar, just kind of get a panoramic view if we can. It'll move for me. Okay, you can actually see some fog up in the hills there because of all the moisture. But as we trip it around here towards the Flatiron Building, right there. Okay, guys, not getting anything downtown significant right now, but warning has now been clicked in for southern half of Warren County, and we'll get to that in a second. I just want to, Summit Township, right along I-90, this is where we're located. Give you a shot of that as well. And obviously the rain has let up here and with brightening to the north. Okay, all right, let's do radar. All right, widen things out. There's the line and all its nastiness. South it goes. Now the thing that Brody was talking about and that we're looking at over here is just this little cell over here. Okay.
Yeah, John says Forest County is what they're really watching.
Yeah, because that's just to the south.
Yeah.
So this is the southeastern corner of Crawford County, right there. Okay. So we're looking at different things on the radar. Let me get a closer radar. Maybe State College. Yeah, things like this. When you start, now this is a velocity mode. So when you start having green, which are winds moving away from the radar's down in State College. So these winds are moving like that. And then the reds are the winds moving towards the radar. When you start to get these things close together, that's what we start to look for, and perhaps a little rotation signature here. Now, this is pretty much out of Warren County. This is west of Kane in Crawford County. So no tornado warning has been issued, but we're seeing at least a little rotation in the clouds there. Okay, a little bit of, this is our rotation detector as well. So a little shear right in that area. Now this area is heavily forested, but we're here to cover the whole shooting match. So this is Highway 948, Forest Road, that area, starting to see, and also up here to the north and east of Kane and towards Mount Jewett. So those areas basically in McKean County right now, but they're looking down in Forest County too. And you can see a couple down here in Forest County, east of Tionesta, all right, east of Kellettville, all right. So these are areas of potential rotation in our region right now. Thankfully, they're few and far between, and they're really out of the Erie Crawford area, but there they are. And to get a better perspective, there's the whole map. All right. So those would be the ones that we're focusing on right now, where the green meets the red. Okay. So if you are viewing us from Forest County, and this does look east of Marionville and well east of Tionesta. I know some of you watch us from Tionesta. You're in the, I'd say, the eastern half of Forest County and the southwestern half of McKean County. These are some areas of concern. Nothing's on the ground. There's no tornado warning issued at this point. We're just looking at that. All right. Back to the north, you can see And this is comforting where you see the winds opposing each other. They're not close together. All right. And that's comforting. So you've got some blotches here, but they're not connecting, at least at this point. So we're dealing mainly, to set your minds at ease, at least at this moment, with downpours and perhaps straight line damaging winds. And again, we'll look at power outages and things like that that can be caused, but the progression is still good on this. I mean, you guys are still getting some rain down there, especially in Albion and again in Edinburgh and McCain, but the progression is still to the south, fairly steadily. All right. It's not moving back. It's not moving over the same area that much. And we like that. So north to south, we get better. And we're with you until it clears the area. All right. All right, good. Get to see the sun out in Mill Creek. Angela, let's see. Well, you still got some stuff around. It looks like it's taking a break. So hopefully the worst is over for you, but there's still some heavy rain to your northwest. How that is moving, again, is always an interesting proposition. Yeah, it looks like that the worst of that stuff over here will slide to your west. So Crawford, as we said, to recap the warnings here. Northern Crawford till 6, southern Erie till 6. The middle of Crawford till 6:15, the south part of Warren till 6:30. So we're looking okay. Okay for now. And we'll continue to be with you as these storms move to the south. And if we get any other reports, we're passing them along. All right. There you go. Hi, Lori Hackworth. Hello, Celine. All right. Let's see. Okay, yeah, Warren, Scott, thanks for that. Appreciate that. What you got going over here is that stuff has gone to your south. Still not completely out of the woods yet, but you're not under a warning anymore either. Technically, the city of Warren is not under a warning. There are a few more cells, but things are looking better. No, would you, does my voice really sound that way, Phil? I'm not dramatic. I give facts. And if anybody else thinks I look foolish here, please feel free to, chime in, but I don't think so. Oh my gosh. Anyway, back to northern Warren County or northern Crawford County and southern Erie County. And we will continue to watch where the warnings are situated and keep giving you updates on that. And thank you for your updates. And there you go, Phil. So just take that to heart. Anyway, yeah, please follow everybody else's advice. You're in the huge minority. You're probably the only one out of 205 that feels that way right now. Confirmed. All right, let's get back to weather. Richmond Township, Caitlin, you're about ready to get hit. Blooming Valley area, it's coming down. All right. Yep, you went through the nasty storm here, and it actually shows like it's actually weakened a little bit, but it's still putting down some heavy rain and maybe some small hail. So we thank you for weathering the storm, I get. So we're with you until Until the warnings get out of here. You guys going on time? TV? You going on time?
Yes.
Okay, so Jet 24 Action News coming up in about 9 minutes. Brody will be leading the weather coverage there. And thank you, all you kind people. Yeah, I didn't think I was scaring anybody. We're just the facts, ma'am. Just the facts. All right. So again, to review the worst areas, probably right now, Townville, Centerville, going into Sagertown, Blooming Valley, Richmond Township, coming out of Venango, and also Springboro, Conneautville, coming out of Cranesville and Albion. So there you go. So we'll watch these things. These areas are all under warning. The guys, I mean, you can see the rain stopped. Northeast, Harbor Creek, Erie, still got a flood advisory here, but the rain has stopped, and that's good for the lessening of severe weather, and it's good for the lessening of any flood problems. At least waters that have flooded can recede because we're getting better. All right. All right. Thank you all for your support. We've been on TV in short little snippets. Brody's been covering the TV, so and he'll be on TV in about 7 minutes. So we've been in and out of TV when these warnings are issued, but we like to be favorable. Again, Fox has the World Cup on, so we like to leave that one alone and just run the crawls. And Jet is where we've been coming into TV for short snippets just to give you advice. And then here's where we stay on wall to wall. Now, if something tornadic were to happen, that would all change. But that's kind of the way we assuage the viewers. All right. I'm glad things are better. All right. Glad things are getting better up north. Let's see what else is going on. Matt Mathias coming into the studio, getting ready. I'll give you guys the full meal view. Right there, the guys are getting set up. There's Matthew.
Come say hi.
He's coming to say hi. Jet 24 Action News.
Hey, folks.
What are you hearing back there?
A lot of trees down. We heard some in Girard area. Joseph's out right now going towards Union City for an electrical issue just east of town there. Seemed like there may have been a transformer issue or a fire there because of that, but some responders there. But lines down places, trees on lines, but
has it been mainly Erie County?
Yeah, it's been from what we've seen and heard.
We want
County right now.
We want to monitor Crawford now.
Yeah,
because they've had a couple nasty cells.
So, I can even pull up some of that right now.
See, he's a man of many talents. He's about ready to go on the air, but he's helping us out, getting some info from Crawford County. We're going to try to make this a little bit.
All right, looks like tree down towards Hightown, going straight through Hightown there on Route 8. Seeing Plank Road and Blystone Road. Another tree down out there. Looks like just off of French Creek, north of Venango.
Those are the areas from like Cambridge to Venango. They got probably some hail.
Another there close to Venango's is Plank and McClellan Street, or like right where Skelton Road or Skelton Town Road.
We actually mentioned Skelton Town Road on the radar. So it's verifying the radar is being verified by some damage reports.
Yeah, that's we got some Crawford County crews that are out there right now working on those
lines and trees and stuff. Okay, keep us informed.
Yeah,
whoever the peeps are back behind the scenes that can do what you're doing, we greatly appreciate the knowledge.
Hope Things been going smooth for you folks at home? Everybody staying safe?
I think so. And it's been moving steadily from north to south, which is good. It's not standing over one area or what we call training, moving over the same area.
Shuffling back and forth.
Yeah, we don't need any of that. We do have this little flood advisory up here in
Northeast area.
northeast to Erie, Greenfield. That allegedly expires at 8 p.m. Sometimes they cut it out early, especially if the rain stops and things recede. But right now we're focusing on Crawford. That seems to be the worst.
You got it. Cool. Okay, we'll keep you posted.
All right, brother.
Ready for the show?
All right, he's Action News coming on in about 3.5 minutes. You guys, if you want to, double clutch, watch TV, listen to Facebook, we got you covered. Thank you. Thanks all the people that give us reports. We really appreciate you. Yes, stay inside. Things are passing, and you can see, Phil, if you're in Edinburgh, you still got a little hit there. But like I've been telling you guys, it's all going north to south. All right. So if you look at the map, you can see that. Okay. So good news there. All right. Thanks, Lori, for that. Appreciate it. They've gotten an inch of rain, and that's what we're thankful for. We're thankful for the fact that it's not a big flooding problem. Okay. So there's the deal. So that's funny. Okay. Concentrating on Crawford. Action moving out of southern Erie County. Bailey, what do you got going over there? Bailey, what's your story?
What?
What's your story? We're live on Facebook. What's your story?
Well, I covered a procession of a Meadville man who was really into like military stuff.
Procession of a Meadville man. Okay.
He built like a hearse that he used to drive the carriage that he drove through the Meadville Parade every year.
And then he also restored an old military ambulance to be carried on the way there. And then he swapped them into the hearse.
Okay, interesting human interest story. Bailey Muchler lining up over there. So news starts in less than 2 minutes. You'll hear all kinds of stuff, including Brody's weather, Cameron's sports, and Matt's headlines. We got it going on. If you're within the sound of our signal on television. Sunglasses in West Milk Creek. Love to hear that. Hopefully it's past you right now. I'm going to lower my voice a little bit, guys, here, just because of these guys behind us. But, that's the way it goes. They're doing a great job. So let me take some of this stuff off. And as they give the news, we'll dive in and try to clean everything up here, get the latest reports, and perhaps look at some weather cameras just to give you the live view of exactly what's happening in some areas. I'm going to take these warnings off just to clean it up. We're under a watch. Crawford and Warren, parts of Crawford and Warren under a warning. Things improving from the north. Torrential rains in areas like Springboro, Conneautville, Sagertown, and Blooming Valley, getting ready to move into Meadville. Torrential rains in Hivetown, Centerville, and looks like a little bit up to the north here. I don't know if that's Lincolnville. Okay. That looks like where the worst is, including Forest County, some real nasty cells down there, and over into McKean County. All right. So also, if you have interest down south of Interstate 80, good little line down there, but that's in Ohio, stretching just over the border to Newcastle and Pulaski. So once again, we'll concentrate on this stuff. You guys in Crawford County are going to bear the brunt of things right now, but I want to reiterate, no tornado warnings, no tornado watches. All right, and Erie County is getting better by the minute, so we're getting through that. And two good things that are going on with this: the fact that we have better air quality, cooler temperatures, the area you can wear is moving out with the storms. So a lot of good information there. All right. Yeah, we're here for you. Coach, good to see you. Thanks for joining the crowd. Yeah, and that's what I was showing you guys before. We'll do a little modeling too, because what April's talking about here, it's called the HRRR. This model has been just doing a fantastic job with the smoke and with these storms. So we can show you progression with that too, which is very helpful. Okay. But before that, we're just going to go lightning, cameras, and then model interpretation. So make sure you're in a safe place in Crawford County, especially if you're down into Warren or Southern Warren, Eastern Venango, and over into Forest County. All right. There you are. Okay.
No one's the idiot.
Right. They're having fun out there, as you can tell, on TV and off TV. So that's the deal right now. I want to run the lightning loop just to see. It looks mainly like torrential downpours right now. Okay, but I want to check lightning and I want to check wind before we go to cameras here. So here is lightning, and it's really diminished, which is a good thing, obviously. The rain is still heavy. So an hour ago, that view had 306 strikes. Same view right now has 34. So lightning is diminishing, but there's still, especially in Crawford County, and it looks like mainly in Crawford County, some very heavy downpours. You look to the pink, sometimes you get some hail, but it's very small hail. So there's a potential for that right now in this Centerville area, maybe a half inch or less. Sagertown, Blooming Valley, Townville, little tiny splotches. Other than that, it's mainly rain. And another interesting feature of the radar, it calculates how fast the rain is falling, like in inches per hour. So this rain by Centerville is to the south and east is the brighter, the heavier the rain. These brighter areas are falling at 2 inches per hour. Now the storms are moving, so it's not that you're going to get 2 inches because it's not going to hang with you for an hour. That just shows you the intensity of this rainfall in Crawford County, as well as the potential for, it looks like, very small hail. We've showed you the lightning, which has been diminishing, and we always like to show you the wind and any possibility for rotation. And what you look for here, again, this is the velocity mode of the Doppler radar. Since we're using Cleveland right now, the reds are the winds moving away from the radar, like that. The greens are the winds moving toward the radar, like that. So you look for the joining. You look for the red to touch the green, because that would be a circulation. All right. And you don't see any touching, so that is good. So back to the traditional view, like that. It's mainly rain, maybe a little hail, less lightning, but heavy downpours. So that's why you guys in Crawford right now, the southern half are under a severe thunderstorm warning. This one just expired at 6, but I know you're getting pounded, Cambridge, Springboro, and Conneautville, and Venango still. But again, we talk about progression. It's moving to the south and east. All right. So it's headed into Conneaut Lake and Meadville. It's getting pretty hard in Titusville, but it's all going down south. And it's only the southern half of Warren County that has the warning right now, and that is till 6:30. So 6:30 there, 6:15 here. If you're further south, you're okay for now. If you're further north, you're much better. So there you go. Let me get you all back. Let me check with your comments, see if there's any questions. Then we're going to do cameras. Then we're going to do models, tell you what's going on for the rest of the time here. Westmoreland County getting hit down here. You guys over this way. Some stuff is headed your way. Thanks, Bob. Good to have you here. Sherry, our Jerry Meter, our Crystal River greeter. It's so good to see you on the feed. Hope things are quiet down there. In Florida, where you get the big storms. We got some big storms here today, but you get those quite regularly. So hope today you guys got a break down there. Suzanne over in Ohio, hope things are good. Looking back to your west, you got that line there. So you're not out of the woods yet.
The show wraps up tomorrow with another round.
Let's see. Okay, so cameras to show you where it is bad, where it is good. These are live shots. And again, we've been emphasizing that it hit first hard in Erie County. So they're done with, right? Here's the Bayfront. Sorry about the lack of.
The cold front, if you go back to radar.
Let me just focus this up for a second. It's really, really fuzzy. Hang on just a sec.
Stand by.
That should be.
Stand by.
All right. We've got a cool front coming through the area. That's what Brody was just talking to me about. You can see how nice it's become right there along the lakeshore.
Severe thunderstorms still in portions of our area. We'll talk about it and let you know when the next chance.
Here is downtown. So it's getting better all the time, right? Little breeze, but you're on top of the Renaissance Center.
Can we keep it here? Yeah, okay.
And airport, Mill Creek. So these are the places that have cleared. What are you seeing, Brody?
So the cold front, according to Pittsburgh, is this, it's like right over here. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the front.
All right. Lori, that's right through your, I'm going back to radar for a second just to show you what Brody was talking about when he was talking to the Pittsburgh office. You got the nice temperature drop up there, I'm sure. So it looks like the cool front itself is apparently right here, something like that. The storms are ahead of it. The front's pounding south. It's cooler air up here. And you guys that are with me from time to time on the nightcap know we can do a little bit of temperature gradient stuff. And again, these are estimated, but to what he was just saying, I mean, if you just put some estimated temperatures on here, you can see what's going on. Right there. So that would be your cold front. So behind it, the cooler air out ahead of it, still the storms. And you can see this with dew points as well. Dew points not going down that much yet, but you know, the cool air first, the humidity and the dew points going down next. And that means the storms have pushed out of your area as we put the radar back on here to show you that. So just neat little feature there where we can track the cool front and therefore the end of the rain and the beginning of the much more refreshing air, if you will. So we'll go back to cameras. Sunshine at the airport. All right, let's see what's going on here. Hi, Peggy Ann. That's good. No tornado. No. Okay. All right. Yeah, we could have had some, downbursts, things like that, so we're good. Brody on the air right now.
This will go until 6:15, and then a severe thunderstorm warning still for the southern portions of Warren County.
All right, so we've got the lakeshore taken care of. Well, let's look at the land lighthouse camera too, and Gerard, sorry about that. A lot better. You can see the lake now. Actually, even a few people out. So things are getting better from the north. Back to Gerard we go. Nice. Northeast, of course, they're done. Still technically under a flood advisory, but you're done. People are out. Cherry Fest hopefully resuming activities. Now, Meadville. Let's go to the places where this stuff is coming in. Like Erie saw an hour and a half ago, Meadville, you're seeing that right now. Okay, so you guys down in Crawford County, you're the most under the gun. But I say that with a caveat that it's probably more rain than anything else at this point. I'm going to back this out and twirl it around.
2 more hours of this and we're done. Cooler temperatures though next week. Then we're watching Tuesday.
And we'll spin this just around the horizon here, just to look for seeing any wind gusts.
Your weather threat is starting to subside, especially portions of Erie and Chautauqua counties.
Okay. Past the parking garage. We're in the downtown mall here. And there's Chestnut Street. So you're getting some good rain here, but the tree's not moving a whole lot. So this is turning into more of a rain situation. And I want to go over to Conneaut Lake next, because that's basically where things are coming into next. All right. So you guys, Meadville, Conneaut Lake, the storm's coming into your area, and you can see the clouds there. Things coming down from the north, like this. You'll see it move. So you guys get set to get wet down there. Sorry, the cameras are slow. Apologize for that.
Not going to be inland and mountains. The rain clearing out, skies clearing out. Overall, really nice day. 7-day forecast.
You give it another minute. See if it'll show you what I want you to see.
It's really nice weather tomorrow.
It's ominous, but hopefully it's mainly rain. No large hail, no tornado. Hopefully the wind's not too bad.
And then next chance of rain maybe this time next week, but dry in between there. You can forecast anytime you want it on the your Erie you'll have. So not today, so you're going to still rain in Crawford County. I think it's 6:30. We're here watching it. We're all facing 5 eruptions. I'm happy to. If we get any tornado warnings or anything like that, the warrants to cut in.
All right, it's just not. It's not going, so take my word for it. One more stop over in Warren. Here we go. You guys down there have had some rain. You'll likely get a little bit more, but you are not, Warren, under any warning. So we'll be thankful for that. And there you go. Oh, that's an interesting shot. Let me clean it up a little bit. So we're just verifying what the radar is showing, and also looking at your reports and getting reports from the National Weather Service and our news crews and everything else, everyone else, getting you through this. Nothing you haven't been through before. As Brody was just saying on TV, just a couple of warnings left for you guys in basically the southern half of Crawford and the southern half of Warren. Starting to see some sunshine peeking over the hill in Warren there, which is good.
Isn't it so weird to go from doing 2-hour morning shows back to a weekend show that's 30 minutes?
There you go. All right. Model guidance is next, just to show you what we think is going to be the forecast. All right. Let's see what else. Anything else from you guys? Lots of rain for now. I think the warning has been canceled. So let me go back to graphics. All right. So, and here's our model of choice coming up momentarily. And you see, it's got the picture. The worst in Crawford and Southern Warren. I mean, it's not going to be perfect to the radar, but this is verifying very well from what you just saw on the radar. So this is the model of choice. So we trust it, and it's called the HRRR. It's been doing a great job with the smoke and with the storms. And again, this stuff is sinking to the south. So we're thinking maybe in the next 45 minutes that most of it is out of Warren and Crawford, down right over I-80 down here, and headed towards Pittsburgh. So really good news there. I'm going to continue just to see if there's any residuals. No, we actually have skies trying to break up towards midnight. Well, somebody's just getting a warning. Hold on. Okay, true to form. That's a warning for portions of Venango and Forest counties and Clarion County. Okay, because this stuff now is dumping down into them, right? So it's progressing to the south just like we want it to, and radar confirming that. So it's these guys down here that just got the new warning right in here. So south of Titusville, Oil City, on the edge of Cranberry, down across, it looks like all of Forest County, Tionesta, Marionville, Nealtown, and down into northern Clarion County right there. So that's the severe thunderstorm warning for us, for them, if you're down there. Crawford County just getting pelted by rain. You guys just got that going on. Erie County getting out of the rain. So is Chautauqua. So is the northern half of, actually a lot of Warren County getting out of the rain. So that is good. There's a little bit clearer shot. All right. So we'll be with you for a few more minutes and just make sure this stuff behaves and keeps moving south. And you can feel free to funnel your questions. We always appreciate your reports of what you're seeing down there. But we'll hang with you at least till 6:30, and hopefully that'll be about it for tonight, which would be fantastic. At least in the Tri-County area. All right. Thanks, Bob. Great to be here. Chatty Cathy, how did the sales go out there in Youngsville? Hope you did well. All right. There you go. These guys are back. They're back at it. So, you know, fantastic. They got the parade in, and let's go up there for a sec. So that is Warren, and shout out to Northeast. Warren's still in the deeper clouds, Northeast. There they go. They're coming on in. They're going to the Cherry Festival, which is back right behind these trees. Okay. So good stuff there. Glad things are working out. It's got a great fire departments up there. We've been in constant contact with them all afternoon and last night. Air smells nice. There's another good thing. All right. So guys here, and those of you down in Crawford, I appreciate it. You know, people like Amy. How has the rain gone there? Because you guys are the major area of concern right now, and I think it's mainly rain. I'm hoping that we're pretty much out of the woods as far as any hail or damaging winds, but well, that's good. Then you can go retire. Oh, wait a minute. You are retired. Let me go back over here. And there they go. So still some wicked stuff from Pymatooning over to Meadville, over to Titusville, which is why We're staying there. It looks like a flood advisory down there for them too.
What it starts in Pittsburgh, it's gonna be a severe thunderstorm warning for Mercer County.
Okay.
That stuff coming out of Crawford.
But this has got to be just happening here. This flood advisory for Crawford.
Say that again?
It looks like a flood advisory for most of Crawford.
Yes.
Okay. You got a time on that? Because it doesn't click out well here. So this is new, guys. This is because of all this tremendous rain. Linesville, Sagertown, Meadville. Okay, so this one's till 9 o'clock, and obviously for good reason. And you guys down here that have been getting pelted know why. So this one's till 9 p.m. It's a flood advisory for the green area here. Titusville, Cambridge, Springboro, over to the border, the Conneaut Lake, and up through Titusville. That is a flood advisory for Crawford County till 9 o'clock. And you know what we should do? We're going to dive into that a little bit more. Okay. We have this thing called estimated rainfall through radar. Okay. So the places that are getting, again, this is an estimate, but just to get an idea. This is from the radar. This is not from rain gauges. If you guys got any rain gauges in Crawford, let me know. But I mean, I'm punching on some of these, and you can see the radar is estimating. Meadville, you haven't started yet. You know, but over here, north of Titusville and towards what, Canadota Lake, up towards Edinburgh, this is radar indicated. Somebody talked Blooming Valley, that's over here. I mean, you guys getting the rains, hence the flood advisory till 9 p.m. All right, and I'm going to track the quickness of that line after I take a look up here, and this is why the Erie ones for northeastern Erie counties in effect. I mean, look at these estimates up here by Harbor Creek and Northeast and Ripley and Greenfield and Venango. Those are estimated rain amounts, so hence the flood advisories. All right. So let me go back to the regular. I just want to get an idea how quickly this is moving, so you guys down there can actually have an idea of when it might be out of there. Okay. So hang on. Let me do my little manual storm track here. Oh, it's definitely moving to the east-southeast. Kind of like this. I still think it's moving at a pretty good clip. Yeah, around 35. See what these guys say. 38. Yeah, we got a good beat on this one. There's some towns for you. Okay. From the cell in the west, just so you know. Little chance of hail, but certainly a lot of rain with these. So let me widen it out and try to get a good fix on. It's moving at 35 or 38. The back edge is up here. It's moving like that. So I would think that most of this would be out of Crawford County in the next 45 minutes. Okay, still gonna have to go through some torrential downpours, especially if you're in the southern half of the county. Here, well, mainly here, but I think this is going to be out of there. I think in the next 45 minutes for the most part. So you gotta go through that. Okay. So another warning down here. If you guys are watching us from Mercer or Venango, there's another severe thunderstorm warning right there. They just put it on. All right. And that was still 7:30. So basically the line is moving down towards I-80. So it's just rain behind it, but then there's sunshine behind that. So the severe weather is down here, the rain along the front is here, the nicer weather is up here. So we are getting a good movement here out of the area. But we're sticking with you a few more minutes here in Crawford, just because we can. And nasty little cell here south of Cockerton. Okay. All right. All right. You betcha, Chris. Thanks for being here. I'm glad things worked out in Northeast so well. Inch and a quarter. Greytown Road. Which direction from Cambridge Springs, Amy, is that? Greytown Road. Okay. I'm looking. I know Mackey Hill Road. Well, in any event, the heavy rains are moving out of Cambridge to the south, so you definitely got some good rain there. Okay. Ending up the news here.
No severe thunderstorm warnings in our coverage area. We do have some flood advisory here for Erie and Crawford. Severe thunderstorm watch still in place till 9 o'clock. And those storms on the way, they're going to just right along the cold front. We're going to have to watch those ever very so slightly, just in case one of them tries to peek out or bow out, and maybe a little bit of rotation. But once that passes and moves south of our area, the severe weather threat will be done. Will be over for the night. Much better clearing Sunday and Monday. Our next storm chance that we'll have to watch for maybe some gusty storms will be on Tuesday. We'll talk about that when we get closer to Tuesday.
Okay.
Overall,
we're good.
We were okay.
All right.
Yeah.
It's raining. It's good. Cheryl, you're welcome. You're east of Cambridge. Okay. Still over here. 5 miles. We can do that. You're right about in there. Miller Station, I know that one. Peopleville Flats, I love that. All right, so I know you're somewhere in here. Looks like the rain's sinking out of that area very, very soon. So that is good. All right, good stuff. Can't find you, but that's okay. As long as you're safe. Like Swamp Road, it's probably living up to its name right there. Okay, so just waiting for the stuff to go down again. You guys do have a flood advisory for this whole area that's just getting pelted with rain right now. I'm going to check Conneaut Lake for a second here, just because we can. And rain should be very heavy over there. So, see what we can find. There you go. That's the view I wanted you guys to have earlier. But suffice it to say, you got some rain there. Coming down pretty hard. So like I said, another 45 minutes. I think it should be, at least in southernmost Crawford County, and moving out in the next hour. And then we should be good. I mean, we should be real good for the rest of the night, for tomorrow night, for Monday, and next chance of showers and storms probably about midday on Tuesday.
Good morning, Erie. Culture is celebrated downtown yesterday at
All righty.
The annual festival brings multidisciplinary arts and education.
Just continuing to look here. Matt's doing some recording. Very, very heavy rains. Hence the flood advisory till 9.
All things brings communities together through art. The rumble of antique engines returned from downtown Sagertown over the weekend. Pioneer Steam and Gas Engine Society's 58th annual summer engine show, welcoming visitors back to the grounds.
So just get through that. Those of you who are in it. Severe thunderstorm warnings to your south: Greenville, Cranberry, Oil City, and Marionville from Mercer, Venango through into Forest counties. Other than that, no rotation. We're still in the watch, but I'm sure they'll start canceling counties from the north here. Just start clipping them off as this whole thing sinks to the south. Do you guys have any further reports? Anything you'd like to ask, or anything that you think I should know? All right. Down in Titty, you got the rain. Thanks, Sammy. Yep, still raining over there, Nicole. And it's coming out. It's coming south. Marcy, Waterford, hello. Sun in Edinburgh. Randy Lynn, where are you? Thanks, Lord, for that. Yep, you can see. And we were just waiting for the rain to go out of Crawford County, so we can do the temperature thing for a little bit here. Just to show you the hope that's on the way, I guess, is the best way you can do it. Okay, temps again down by the storms. Whoops, I didn't want that. Just clicked on one of those. No, get out. All right, let's try that again. So down by the storms, still toasty. Up north of the storms, getting better. And that's where we're headed, guys. That's where we're headed.
Good morning, Erie. All kinds of culture celebrated downtown Saturday at American Song. The annual festival brings multidisciplinary education, prepared cultural foods, a parade, and all kinds of music. Offers included a New Orleans style marching band, female Afro-Brazilian samba ensemble.
All right, Franklin. Okay, so the town of Franklin, town of Venango County. Is that it? I just want to make sure it's not like Franklin Center in Erie County. All right. So I think what we're going to do here is take a couple more looks at this. And if it Seems like it's still moving along. Then we're going to say goodbye because things will be getting better the rest of the night. So any last minute questions, reports, ideas? I would be happy to entertain them or try to. Okay, Benango, yep.
Oh, man. Do I just do one or two? Okay. Okay, I'm just gonna copy the shape this.
All right.
Is this what that is? Is that what we're doing right now? Okay.
All righty. Let's see. Anything else? Anything else?
I'm making sure that, like, they say the free with someone 1 year, like that. So, the place tonight, okay. Yep. Okay. Is that a round can?
Yep, you got it, Linda. Welcome, Kimberly. Yeah, you're probably getting the worst of it. I would say in the next. It's got to wait till that back edge clears you. Still about 15 miles away. I should do it this way because it's kind of sliding this way. So,
Coming up on Jet 24, marching bands, decorated floats, emergency vehicles, and community organizations make their way through downtown Northeast during this build. Pennsylvania's largest volunteer firemen's parade. And cultures were celebrated downtown today at Solid, festival that brings multidisciplinary arts and education, locally prepared cultural foods, a parade, and all kinds of music to downtown Erie. Good evening. Here's a look at a story we've been working on today. Marching bands, decorated floats, emergency vehicles, community orgs made their way through downtown Northeast during the annual Firemen's Cherry Festival.
okay, they're doing some recording here, so we'll continue to.
Thank you. It's all kind of back from you.
So yeah, back to those. I think they're done here. Okay, they're done here. All right, one more shot at this. Sorry about that. Let me see. Thanks for your patience. Really appreciate you guys. So it's moving more east, but it is picking up a little bit. So they're saying it's moving at like 43 miles an hour. So that is good for you, Linda, and those of you guys down in southern Crawford County. so it gets out of there in the next half hour. Okay, I hope that's helpful. Sorry for the delay. We just had some stuff going on back on this end. Any other questions, comments, or ideas? Brody doing some recording now.
Northwest wind at 5 to 15 miles per hour. For tonight, most of your night, full night, especially if you're inland and mountain, looking at 50, 60, your latest light wind. Have a great Sunday and a great next week.
All righty.
Can you tell Greg to
all right. So these guys are actually finishing up. So let me give me the full meal deal, and we'll close it down in the next 5 minutes. So we widen it out, take off all the stuff, and just give you the overall look. As it goes to the south here, I'm going to keep the lightning counter on there for you guys, and then I'm going to let it roll for a second. Bring it on. And you guys can see the general movement there. It's pretty darn good for getting out of the area.
You still Facebook Live?
Yeah, just for a couple more days.
Yeah, let's just, we gotta get that stuff out of here.
I think we are.
Yeah, well, the only reason it's just because it's right along that front and any little kink
Yeah, I know.
or whatever.
All right. Just chatting with Brody and winding things down here with you guys. We're just watching the bottom edge of this front. That's what we were talking about because, you never know. You just want to watch the bottom edge because sometimes things get weird. And that's what happened last month over in Crawford County because basically what happened is you got these little spin-up tornadoes that developed, and some of you in Crawford County know all about them. There was at least 4, Cambridge Springs, Conneautville, I think one down by Cochranton, can't even remember them all. But what happens a lot of times with that is when you get these little lines coming through, like if I back this thing up for you a little bit, and you get these little appendages on the lines, these little hooks and nooks, something spins up here, and it doesn't last long, and it's not big, and it's not real bad, but it's a tornado. It's a small end tornado, and that's what the National Weather Service was worrying about with this. So that's why we're just hanging for a few minutes, waiting for this thing to completely clear out, and it will in the next 5 minutes, just to make sure everything, all's well that ends well. kind of a thing. Everything's diminishing. Everything's on schedule here. So, are you guys hearing me okay? Is the audio okay? Just getting some mic checks here. You're welcome, Gladys Lynn, and thank you, Randy, and thank you, Lori, and anybody else. Hopefully, it's diminishing there. All right. It's Sherry, you having a problem with audio there? Let me know. Okay. All right. Was garbled. Now you can hear good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was talking to Brody on the side here, so that's probably, it was a little bit garbled because we were, conferring as usual, like we always do. Sometimes we pull away and talk over there just to confer and decide what we're going to do next, or if we're going to wind it down, or coverage like that. So I was away from the microphone. Apologize for that. It's a fluid situation. We got people coming out of here, in and out of here. The newscast was going on behind me at some point. So, sometimes it's not audio quality perfect or audio quality perfect, but hopefully we at least get back to good stuff. The repeating is what really concerns me, because unless I'm more demented than I think I already am, usually I'm not that repetitive. So we'll check up on that. Hello, Dougie. Thanks for being here, brother. So as you guys can see, and Brody's wrapped up over there, we're pretty much out of the woods. Erie, Crawford, Warren, still a couple of residual flood advisories, but as we take a look at the watches, the warnings, and all that, Hucklebuck, all the severe thunderstorm warnings, that's the orange stuff, that's all south, okay, and moving away. So it's like St. Mary's over to Oil City and Greenville. You are under severe thunderstorm warnings, but these nice little bright green things, and I'll change the color of my pen just to make them stand out more. These are the flood advisories, and these are not severe. It's just you guys have had a ton of rain. Here, there's one in Crawford County because of all of this stuff that just went through you. That is till 9 p.m. And the one up here in Erie County where it all started in Northeast, that is another flood advisory, and that is in effect until 8 p.m. So that's pretty much in the Tri-County area all we're left with. So we're good. We're good. We've weathered the storm, and it really wasn't a long one, thank goodness. We're basically started, around 4 o'clock, and, it's been less than 3 hours. So that is a quick mover. And just to reiterate, some really nice weather coming into the area as you look at the Barbara J down there in Conneaut Lake. Just clearing skies, a nice Sunday, a nice Monday. Next chance of rain is Tuesday. I'll give you a quick shot of the 7-day forecast that we have going on here. And that should brighten up everyone's day, as we are expecting decent weather. Right there, dry and nice. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, next shot of rain Tuesday, lingers into Wednesday, but the next 2 days, Sunday and Monday, looking pretty darn good. All right, you're welcome. And I'll just hang on for another 30 seconds if anybody else has anything else. Other than that, we can kind of just wind it down for the night and enjoy what's coming in, because it'll be a lot better than what just came in. Brody's here. He's going to be doing, of course, your late shows. You on at 11, Brody?
Only the 11.
Only the 11. no Fox. So if you're within the sound of our broadcast signal, feel free to join us on Jet 24 Action News at 11. Other than that, enjoy your evening. It's going to be getting a lot better if it hasn't already. And thankfully, no tornadoes, no major damage, just some reports of some trees down. I can check power outages. Thanks, Sammy. Good to have your stuff from over there in Tidiute. And maybe that's what I should end with just seeing what the households look like as far as counties that have lost power, unfortunately, with this little event here. Air quality is back down to moderate. That has improved greatly. And so good stuff there. All right, here we go. 600 households in Erie County and 500 in Warren, 100 in Crawford County, 900 households without power in Chautauqua, 500 households without power in Ashtabula. So there were some hits, but hey, those will get restored. And as I said, no tornadoes, no really bad stuff. So we're going to close it out. And hope you guys have a great Saturday night. Hope you guys have a great rest of the weekend. Weather looks good for a couple of days. And we'll probably be back. Well, I'll be back doing my normal thing Monday night, Tuesday night late, but we probably will be back giving you a little more extra Facebook Live coverage on Tuesday as that next front comes in. Thanks for everyone for your support. Make it a great rest of your weekend, and we'll see you on down the road. All right? Maybe a little music to end like I do on my Facebook Live shows. That'd be fun. If you're not used to them, enjoy the tunes. And since we just celebrated 250, this is a beautiful song called 250 and 3 from Tara Roscoe. Make it a great rest of your weekend, guys. Thank you for your support. We'll see you, as I said, on down the road.
The sun comes up on a front porch rail, coffee's hot and the wind's in the sail. Old flag dancing like it's got a soul, red, white, blue, and a heart that rolls. There's a highway humming through a small town street, toes are tapping to a backbeat. We aren't perfect, but we made it through 250 in the red, white, blue. We're a young old story still being told, a little bit wild, a little bit gold. We're 250 and free, still a little bit restless 'cause we wanna be free. From the back porch swing to the big city lights, we're still chasing dreams on a Saturday night. Yeah, we bend, we don't break, we believe what we see. Ain't no place I'd rather be. Raise a glass, let it ring, let the whole world see. We're 250 and free. Granddad's radio on AM said, girl, don't let 'em box you in. Mama laughed and she spun me around, said, freedom's is a stubborn sound. There's a jukebox glowing in a neon bar, same old tune on a steel guitar, every note like a Liberty Bell, ringing out where the wild hearts dwell. Yeah, we've had our storms, we've paid some dues, but we don't back down, we just break on through. We're 250 and free, still a little bit restless as we wanna be. From the gravel roads to the skyline view, every mile sings the same old truth. Yeah, we laugh, yeah, we fight, yeah, we still believe in the land of the brave and free. Raise a glass, let it ring, let the whole world see. We're 250 and free. We not ancient history carved in stone, but we're a song still learning every note we own. A little rough around the edges, that's our style. Freedom's messy, but it sure can smile. So strike up the band, let the upright play, let the whole darn country sway. If liberty's a dance, then honey, don't you see? We're just getting started at 2503. We're 250 and free, with a past that's wild and a future to be. From the rolling plains to the ocean tide, there's a smile in the American ride. Yeah, we stand, yeah, we sing, yeah, we still believe in the right to just be, just you and me. Raise a glass, let it ring, let the whole world see. We're 250 and free.